this as quick as possible so that you guys get it, and we hope to have a nice question and answer session.
So hi, I'm
And I'm Adyant, and our session was reading between the lines. So this is how this is gonna go. I'm gonna talk about what we did in our session in a little bit of detail, and then Shreyas is gonna talk about what we inferred, what we thought on an individual level, and he's gonna connect it to cohorts. So the first thing we talked about was the concept of nihilism. So for those of you who may not know, nihilism is basically a mindset, right? It states that since that one is going to die anyways, all of us are mortal beings. Since death is inevitable, there should be no principle in life in order to live it to the fullest. That is what it says. So now we try to trace nihilism and its presence throughout the decades, throughout media such as movies or music or various other sort of mediums, which people find quite interesting. So we talked about the 50s, right, first of all, and we talked about Indian revolutionary music. So songs in the 50s, they were all based on agriculture, quite a lot of them which got famous, and this shows how people were really sort of, really feeling proud of being Indian, right, and how this was influenced by external factors such as the recent end of colonization and how we took pride in our own self. Then we moved on to the 60s and we shifted perspective to the United States of America, where Star Wars was just getting prominence, and Star Wars again was post the United States winning the space race essentially after they reached the moon. Then we moved on to the 80s when drug usage was becoming a big thing. Nihilism was very prominent here because God said, in Christianity at least, that drugs are bad, and however Christian artists were really promoting this. And in the 90s and 2010s as well, this drug usage accelerated and nihilism was really prominent. So we traced nihilism throughout all these mediums in different time frames, and then we talked about religion. We talked about, is religion essentially denying nihilism, and whether or not science is promoting nihilism, and this was quite an interesting debate. And then we moved on to, again, analyzing media, and today a very prominent example of nihilism versus principle that all of you might connect to is Logic, the rapper, versus Future, essentially, because both of them talk about such different topics, and all of them have